Good morning, you all rise. I'll call this Friday morning Board of Works session to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Be seated. We want to welcome everybody, including the sheriff. Here today. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, so I'm actually, are you coming for me? Am I okay?
There's a song about that.
But good morning. Welcome. First item we have is the approval of the minutes from our last meeting. And while the members are looking at that, and everybody is present, including legal for the record.
It's just you and I, the last meeting, so I looked them over with you.
Good.
So I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. I'll call the question. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you. Next item. Denny, morning.
Good morning. So we are going to recognize 4 of our employees for their milestone service anniversaries. First off, from our street department, Jesse Shelton, 5 years. Next up, I'm not sure if she's here or not, our weed leader out there at the wastewater plant, Michelle Stegmiller, also hit 5 years of service this month. Now for our 10-year guys, one of our firefighters, Quentin Stamper, 10 years. And then last but certainly not least, Fire Chief Joel Schilling, 10 years. One, two, three. Fire department, I wish up here it is 10 years. This is the chief here that we're talking about. So come on up, I want a team picture. Dan Quinn, this is for the chief though, Quentin Tucker. Yeah, the guys that really do the work, they don't care about photo ops and all that. We've got to get one for the chief, make us feel better. Thanks, guys, all you do, I mean, start with Quentin here. Chief, we love you. We love you, chief. Okay, 1, 2.
Good. Thanks a lot. Chief, you have a 45-minute speech here. Privilege to do that, and just a good reminder for me, every job, Coach Wood, every job counts, every job. So I appreciate that. There are no reports oral written. There is no unfinished business. As presiding officer, unanimous consent or no objections, I would like to point of order. We have a walk-in request. I actually wanted it on the agenda. It is my fault. I did not get it on the agenda. And I would like Joel Bean from the police department to come up and present. Do you have anything you want to give us or anything?
Yes, I've already passed those on.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir.
Yes, so thank you for your time and letting me present this. So the police department is requesting approval to apply for a grant through the Make Indiana Healthy, again, with cooperation with the Rural Health Transformation Program. This program's goal is to increase Hoosiers' health and also for their preventative health and both behavioral health as well. This grant, if awarded, will cover our CARES program for the next 5 years and expand it into the county. I'd like to thank Sheriff Smith for being here and just for the possibility of expanding this wonderful program. This grant, again, if awarded, is $600,000 a year for the next 5 years. I'll let that sink in. $600,000 for the next 5 years. The grant is 100% reimbursable and there are no matching funds. I think if President Trump were here, he'd probably call it the one big beautiful grant. So my request is that we're seeking permission to apply for this grant.
I doubt if we're gonna argue about that.
So Kevin Schilling, can you just tell us a little bit more about how it would be used, and maybe the sheriff could talk about how they might think about using it also? Just so we
Yeah,
can get
good,
that on the
good.
table.
So we have been wanting to expand into the county. Right now, we've only been doing Warsaw, Wayne, and the county's in desperate need for care services. So I'll let Sheriff.
Sheriff, before you start, Michaela and Tanya are here. They've done an excellent job. I mean, for years. And I think that's why we're here today. And I really believe that's why you're standing here today, connected to why this grant is so attractive for the county. Sheriff, thanks for letting me jump in there.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to be here. I can't speak enough positive things about this program. I tell people all the time, former Mayor Joe Towner and his staff at the time had the perfect vision for what this program was. There was no strings attached. It was a service that was simply needed for our community. And that's exactly what it is. That the ladies that are in this program now have knocked it out of the park as far as I'm concerned. As we all know, mental illness is more prevalent now than probably ever. So there certainly is a need. It doesn't surprise me that this grant is available because it's recognized as a need. So when you talk about addiction, you talk about whether we're talking about the jail, you pick the number on the population, right? 95%, 90 to 95% addiction related. Well, it comes with this direct correlation to mental illness, right? So if those folks that aren't in jail, they're out in the community. These ladies do a remarkable job on fielding those needs and those resources and doing follow-ups and that sort of thing. So to have an opportunity to be able to expand that into the county, it's unbelievable. So I couldn't get here quick enough to be able to express my support, welcome any questions that may come along with it. My plans, assuming that this goes through on this end and then the grant is awarded, I will do my due diligence in talking with my county council, our commissioners, on securing the personnel that's needed on our end to expand the service as we, I think it's an MOU that we would probably do. We talked about that. Obviously some logistics and stuff need to be finalized, but couldn't be more excited about this and just being here before you today, so thank you.
Thanks, Sheriff. Acting Sister from Littlewell here too. Any comments there or anything you'd like to share? You've been such a key part of this. Thank you so much.
So I have been serving on, we call it Make Indiana Healthy Again. Trump calls it Make America Healthy Again, but I've been serving on the regional coalition. And when I, obviously also represent LiveWell, and when I saw that there was opportunity for the CARES program, which is something that I supported from the very beginning, I was like, okay, well, let's see what we can do. Working on that, just very, very supportive of this. Am happy about the fact that this is all federal dollars coming back to our local community. It's not at all related to
correct me if I'm wrong, budgeting is happening because of some grants running out. We used opioid funds going into the budget for the next cycle. This grant, you have to expand the program in order to get the grant, which I will tell you, back to what the sheriff has said, former Mayor Tomer and myself, not only what we're doing now in our jurisdiction because of what we've seen, but how could we grow it for the entire county? And that's what this grant would allow us to do. You have to be expanding or growing it.
Yeah, it has to be
correct?
a new or an expanding program. And the state loves mobile integrated health programs. They are, they have a lot of ROI and they are evidence-based. And so, yeah, I'm pretty confident that, that the state's gonna love our proposal, so.
Very exciting. Thanks for your work too. Thank you. Captain, anything else?
No.
Once again, the cooperation between the city and the county, and the sheriff's department, Warsaw Police Department, all this fits in, and this sounds like a great opportunity to receive a large amount of grant money.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's exciting to look at expanding, this program. I know you guys are already crossing lines a little bit at times to provide assistance in the county, and so I would just love to see more of you, because, we don't pay you enough, and you put in a lot of hours, and you just can't clock out on somebody who's in a crisis, and so, to have more support for you to, in expanding this, I think would be a wonderful opportunity. So I'd like to make a motion that we give permission to apply for this grant.
Now, I'll second that.
Motion in a second. Any further comments?
No, sir.
Hearing none, I'll call the question. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Looks like we have some sealed quotes. Joe, good morning.
Would you like to explain what your quotes are about?
I guess I can. These are the seal quotes for the two F-550 chassis and cabs.
Thanks, Joe.
First quote is from, Model One Ford.
This is from Model 1 Ford. Sale price per unit, $59,384. The total is $118,768. That is $118,768. This is from Model 1 Ford.
What was that price per unit?
Per unit was $59,384.
So the second one came from Curlin, I believe.
This is from Curlin Motor Company. The quote for the two trucks, $117,800. $117,800, which would put that at $58,900 per truck. Thank you. This is from City Ford. Each unit, $58,786.80. That's $58,786.80. The total, $117,573.60. That's $117,573.60. Are there any others? None? Was that the last one? Those are the three. Joe, what would you like the board to do?
And with your guys' permission, I'd like to take the meeting, look over the quotes, and then at the end of the meeting, come up and give my recommendation.
We thought we saw something that was on one that wasn't on the other, and it was okay. So just make sure that it's apples.
Yeah, but on this one we just received, it is on there,
Oh, the high capacity tow.
yeah, so
Oh, the tow packages.
there is a discrepancy between what each of these says
There's
they
an
can
add on
provide.
to that last quote, which might make it a better swing the deal.
But you had the perimeters of what you wanted to quote on too. when you
Yeah,
said
we
it,
said in
right?
the specs that they were supposed to call them, so.
I'll entertain a motion to allow him to review these and potentially come back this meeting for recommendation.
So moved.
So moved, is there a second? There's a motion and a second, all in favor, please say aye. Aye, the ayes have it. Joe, thank you, sir.
Also with the understanding that they may need to see some clarification.
Okay.
Yeah.
HR, travel request, Denny.
Yes, sir. We've got 3 travel requests, one for our training chief, Max Kinsey, to go to a fire and arson search and evidence recovery training. And then the other 2 are for our clerk and deputy clerk to go down to their clerk conference party bash.
Actually, they're going
They're
up this year.
total 24-hour learning experience.
I see you're going up where there's an alcohol, I'm just saying.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What happens in Michigan City better stay in Michigan City. More Lynn, all you
There's
do,
more than
we
that.
rarely see you on this and are giving you a hard time.
I know.
More than alcohol in Michigan City.
Well, they don't gamble
Yeah,
either.
there's-
Any questions on those?
That's not quotable, Mr.
He's good to us, he's good.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we accept these travel requests.
Second.
Motion and second, I'll call for the vote, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye, the ayes have it. Denny, next item.
Yes, next item is a request to do another contract with Vital Insight with Scott Green. We've done this year. We've had 2 cohorts. This is the second phase of our leadership training. We started about 4 years ago, what is lovingly called our book club, our phase 1. And then phase 2 has been these classes with Scott, and he has had nothing but great positive feedback from our employees. Been a 35% increase in our participants' vitality. This is doing a survey with them from before and then after the class. What it really does is help them understand what it takes for them to take care of themselves in order to take better care of our people. And it's been awesome. The mayor has gone through it as well, so I think just about everybody in this room has been through the first 2 classes, so. If there's any questions, we'd be happy to answer them, but we want to keep this going for another year and see if we can dig down deeper into some more of our employees.
Denny's efforts to promote a positive, and I'll blame my pastor, Kid Come Gooder, culture. It's just going well from my office. This particular program, I actually participated in with all of the department heads and higher administrative staff in the fall. And then you had another group of about 25. I actually came a couple times, I spoke to screw it up. But very impressive, what Scott is able to do. And I have a lot of department heads in here, just for the board to consider. How many department heads in here, and again, you do not have to raise your hand, that's part of the course, I don't care. But how many of you would say it was beneficial going through with Scott? Yeah, and so it just was very helpful, and I appreciate not only the department heads, other staff members, and then let's get back to Denny and his efforts to work with Scott just to provide this type of service to our staff. Did I say that okay?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. It's been nice to be able to pour into our employees and see that it is actually benefiting the city. We have reduced our turnover. When I post job openings, we never have issues with getting enough applications. We get plenty of people to choose from, which is good for our department heads, and it's just been an overall amazing experience to be able to do that. Kind of transforming the culture of our workforce.
Diane, you know, your counseling and that type of thing, it's personal well-being, which ties into leadership and good culture. It's not Myers-Briggs stuff, but it's having you look at how you're wired and how others are. And I'll pick on Dick King. He came into my office about a month after we were in the course, and he said, "Jeff, I've learned how you're wired, therefore I need to make sure." So just, you remember that conversation? And so just because of the class and our discussions, helping all of us work together, and I appreciated that and know that. So moving forward, highly recommending that we look this direction and continue to do this, offer this, not force it, offer it for our staff.
Well, I'm looking down at the comments there, and anything else the team should know before moving on. And the third one down says, "I feel that the class would be beneficial for all city employees. Everyone is going through stuff." So true. This class could be what a person needs to get through a stressful situation.
Yes, it's been amazing. It truly has.
Yeah, and I think also, from what I've understood from talking to people, this takes into account the whole person.
Yes.
Not just who you are at work, but who
Yes.
are you at home, who are you in your other
Correct.
roles? You know, what's giving you energy and what's sucking it out without any replacement.
Exactly, yes.
You know?
And that's our thoughts, is if we take care of the whole employee, if they're good at home, and then they're gonna be even better at work. So, if people have stuff going on at home that stresses them out, it usually tends to bleed over into work, and vice versa. And we want them to be healthy on both sides of the spectrum, so.
It was so valuable that the mayor pulled up a little stick and I said to both of my staff members in my office, "It's mandatory. You will go through it. So don't tell anybody I said that." And I said, "You will be going." That's how valuable it was. And you even saw us this morning working on good culture.
I walked in on their book club.
Yeah, so I appreciate that. So, I'll entertain a motion.
Well, based on all the positive testimony about this, what argue against not approving it? So I'll make a motion that we will approve the Vital Insight Agreement proposal as presented.
And I agree, and I'll second that.
Motion in a second, appreciate that. Any further comments, Danny?
No, I appreciate you guys supporting this effort.
Call for the vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it. Thank you, Denny. Next item.
Next item is the new hire and change in payroll report. We've got, two from wastewater that have finished their class 2 operator's license, so they're getting a little bit of a bump in pay for those certifications. One of our street department sanitation drivers has completed his first year, so we're adding his longevity pay. And then we have one new hire out at the street department in the mechanic shop. So he'll be coming on board and looking forward to having that shop back full staff again, so.
Any questions?
I love that we can provide the incentives for our people to go further and continue their training, so I'm happy to approve this payroll change report.
Okay, I'll second that.
Motion to approve along with the second. We'll call for the vote. Planning Department, Justin, good morning. Looks like you have 3 items here.
Yeah, good morning. All 3 are related to the same project, the Fellowship Missions Demolition Project. As we conclude that contract and that grant, we're just kind of wrapping everything up. This first item is for change order number 1, related to the desire for Fellowship Missions. They wanted to keep a portion of the asphalt that was initially intended to be demoed. They saw a value in retaining that portion of the site. So G&G was asked to not demolish that section and actually preserve it. So that resulted in a $5,200 or $5,300 credit on the contract. There was additional work that kind of balanced a little bit where they had to saw cut the asphalt and rip out the around it, the other asphalt around it. But appreciated them being flexible with that request and also offering a credit for the topsoil and grading that didn't need to occur because of that change. So yeah, so I just asked for your consideration of approving that change order in the amount of $5,300. Also wanted to mention, I appreciate Lynn's attention to detail on this request. She made sure I had the right form, so I initially submitted this without the proper document. She addressed that, and I appreciate it.
Thanks, Justin. Any questions?
No, so I'll make a motion, we approve this change order.
And I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Call for the vote. All those in favor, please say aye. The ayes have it. Thanks, Justin. Next item.
So the next item is payout number 3 in the amount of $68,487.97. Again, this is to G&G for the funds for this will come from the grant that we received from Okra. So as part of that block grant that we received. So just ask for your approval of that payout.
I think that one's easy because we're getting money back. So I'd make a motion that we approve this pay application from G&G in the amount of $68,487.97.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. The ayes have it. Thank you. Justin?
And then the final document is a payout for the remainder of the retainage. The site is finished, the work there is completed, it's been inspected, there's seed that has been laid down. G has, again, done an excellent job finishing that project, remediating that brownfield. I really appreciate working with them. And the Petroleum Orphan Site Initiative grant as well, that all went very smoothly. So just happy to have that building down, and now at some point in the future, that parcel will be able to be a productive part of the community again. So the amount of retainage that we would be paying for payout number 4 would be $15,879.80. So that would close out the contract. And then just a reminder of the process: once we approve it locally, we have to send all this to Okra for approval. This takes several weeks, so we just wanted the intention of bringing these documents before you today was just to get that process moving, because it may take 3 or 4 weeks for Okra to approve it, then they send us the funds, and then we distribute the funds. So it's a lengthy process for the contractor, especially when you're talking about larger dollar amounts.
As an example, do you remember when the last pay app was, when you submitted it to the board works?
Yeah, it was a meeting or 2 ago.
Yeah,
And
and
we still
you're
have.
gonna deposit the money on Monday, so it takes a couple,
Yeah.
3 weeks to get it turned around.
Well, I think on our end that we would agree to approve this pay application in the amount of $50,879.80 with a thanks to our community partners, G&G, for doing such a great job.
And I'll second that.
Second. Call for the vote. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes have it. Justin, I know you don't like hearing it, but all part of your job. You always tell me, but I was in a meeting with you yesterday on another issue, I think of this project, the countless hours you spent working through helping what Diane just said, stakeholders, and then I won't mention publicly the parking enforcement and all that you've done there. It has been very positive. I greatly appreciate what you're doing, so thank Street Department, Joe.
So, I'm here on behalf of, Public Works Department requesting permission to move forward with the attached contract with A&Z Engineering. This contract is for the design, permit, and bid package for East Fort Wayne Street from Detroit to Scott Street. Total amount of the contract's $190,960. It's available in the street department's main budget, professional services, and then the CCD from stormwater professional service.
Thank you.
What are some of the changes involved in that, the Church Street and Scott?
We ran into some issues with the, brick road underneath Fort Wayne, so we had to shorten that up a little bit just due to funds.
Okay.
And we're wanting to get this ready and everything to present for, CCNG for next year.
It seems kind of pricey, but we're getting very good.
Yeah.
Excited about this project.
Yeah. I'll move we approve the engineering contract as presented, A&Z.
And I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Thanks, Joe, for filling in here and helping us out. Any further comments? No? I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, please say aye. The ayes have it. Thank you. Next item.
The next one's a 6-month agreement with Superior to haul all of our brush, leaves, and lawn bags. It's a 6-month lease assigned for the end of the year. It's $5,000 per month for a total of $30,000 to finish. It's worked out very well for us, hauling everything over there. Nobody's got to handle it 2 and 3 times, so.
Any questions from the board on that?
No, and I appreciate the service as a homeowner, so I'll make a motion that we accept this, contract.
I'll second.
Motion to approve. I'll call, along with a second, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Ayes have it. Thank
You
you.
want to do the truck now?
Yeah, we can do point of order if there's no objections.
Yeah.
Objections, point of order, yeah. What's your recommendation, if there is any?
Yeah, after I looked at it, first I wanna thank all 3 businesses for putting in a quote. After looking at it, we sent the specs to all 3, what we needed, and it's my recommendation that we award it to City Ford at $58,786.80 per truck.
Any questions from the board?
Do you have any questions? Okay. Well, I'll move, we approve the acceptance of the bid with City Board as presented.
And Joe, that was the one that,
Yeah, yep,
3 bid quotes.
Yes.
very close.
Motion to approve the request, City Ford, and a second. Appreciate your efforts, Joe, helping us. I'll call for the vote. You're good? You're good?
Thanks.
I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. The ayes have it. Thank you. Now back onto the agenda. Looks like Larry's filling in. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning.
Yeah. First item, looks like a pay app.
Yes, it is. It's gonna be for Western Engineering for, the plant drying beds that we have ongoing out there. These will help us utilize actually tipping fees going to the landfill, so we can cut cost, with these drying beds. So this is, for the SRF, pay app number 135 for $17,738 for professional services for Westler Engineering.
Questions for Larry on this one? It's important.
Yeah, I'll make a motion then that we approve this pay application with Westler Engineering for the amount of $17,738.
Motion to approve, I'll second that. And a second. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Larry, you have another item here, Timber Ridge and Deer Ridge.
Yes, the second one's for AECom, Timber Ridge South and Deer Ridge subdivision for the stormwater improvements, for professional services out there. It's for the next 2, I should say phase and a half, so phase 2 and partially phase 3 for there. It's for drainage that has been ongoing out there. It's been an issue. We've had some erosion issues on lot 5 coming off of Acorn and down. It goes down into the ravine and it erodes away some of the area in that area. So we're trying to get the infrastructure put in through there so we can actually drain it through pipe instead of actually through the yards and around sheds, and that area is what the ultimate goal is. So we have completed phase 1. Last year it was completed and approved. So we're just trying to, a continuation of that is, it is for the amount of $171,200 for engineering services for this.
Questions? Any questions?
Yeah, I'll have to do it. I'll make a motion to approve amendment number 4 for Timber Ridge and Deer Ridge.
I'll second that.
Motion and a second. Any further comments, Larry?
That's all I have.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Claims, Lynn.
Special, got one special claim. For $60,568. Nick got a new truck for the airport, and he must have got on that low bid with City Ford, because I don't think that's where he's coming from.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, so this has already been approved. This is just so that we can cut the check this week. The truck came in, they let us know yesterday, and instead of waiting 2 more weeks before coming back to see you guys to get the check cut, we were seeing if we could get it cut earlier, because it still has to get radios and lights and everything else installed. We just wanted to jumpstart that project, so.
No, that makes sense, so I'll make a motion that we approve this special claim with City Ford in the amount of $60,568 to get the new truck on its way to work.
And thank you, Lynn, for your flexibility.
Is there a second? Second. All right, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Claims, Lynn.
I didn't see anything out of line for the most part, so I don't know if you guys have any questions or not.
I didn't have any questions.
That's okay. I don't see it.
Good, 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 good. I'll make a motion that we approve the claims dockets as presented.
I'll second that.
Motion to approve along with the second. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you. Appreciate everybody coming today, some of our special visitors, and their efforts. Any comments from the public? Anything?
Concert tonight in Central Park.
Larry, come on up here.
I didn't really want to come on.
It's a busy beehive, right?
Yeah.
Concert in Central Park tonight, Rock America takes the stage at 7, and Great White at 8:30. Should be good weather, and should be a good concert, so.
I can see all the prep work, so yeah.
Yeah, they've got people putting their chairs out, blankets, it's a good show. So.
Thanks a lot, Larry. Appreciate it. Anybody else?
Not gonna need that insurance.
I think it's gonna be.
Knock on wood, George.
And welcome to Indiana.
It's Indiana.
Yeah,
We're
welcome to
glad it
Indiana.
wasn't last Friday.
Yeah.
Just
Ben?
remind, our next meeting is, on Thursday, July 2nd at 10:30, right here.
So the next Board of Works meeting, Thursday, July 2nd, here at the Warsaw Police Department Training Center at 10:30. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Anybody else?
I guess I'll bring it up next week on Saturday, or this coming Saturday, will be the cemetery walk, or the heritage walk.
Date again?
It's 27th.
Okay, so-
One last walk starts at 3:30, so 1 to 3:30. There's 11 veterans being portrayed. The chapel will be set up with memorabilia from the World War, different wars and stuff also. So it's free, come on out.
Can you
Listen to
say,
the actors and actors portrayed.
Al, come on up. You're talking to us.
Can't you hear me?
Yeah, no.
You say the 27th?
yeah.
Yes, sir. June 27th is the Heritage Walk. It's the second walk we've had in the cemetery. This is being portrayed by veterans, except for Virgil and Blanche Brock. They were highly recommended in the first walk, so they're actually starting it. There'll be actors and actors at each station portraying them. Actually, we have a member here, her mom and dad are being presented in there, two people, the Nickel family, and of course, remember Nick and Joe's, if you remember that, we're all old people got our records. But they both served, they'll be portrayed also. Also, like I say, the chapel will be set up with memorabilia from the Historical Society. We have different uniforms and different stuff's gonna be on display. There is a memorial wall, which I do want to push. It's sad I can only do 11. I have almost 4,000 veterans in that cemetery. So I created a memorial wall that people can send in copies of an article about it, a picture, and it'll be posted on this memorial wall, and then we'll bring it out also on Veterans Day. So it's free to the public. Come out, enjoy a few hours and take a walk.
And what time did you say it
It starts at 1. Last walk will go out at 3:30. We have tons of volunteers. There'll be people that'll take you on these walks. We'll do it in groups of about 30 and just have a good time and listen about a little history.
How long does the walk take?
Yeah, I've not been on time. The actors just did their first practice. They'll come out and do a walk that day. I'm gonna say probably half hour, 45 minutes probably. We've narrowed it down. I can't do it at each one site. It'd be all through the cemetery, but we do have a map of actually where they all are also. So we've kind of shortened it so you don't have to walk as far. There will be 2 golf carts for people that can't, and we'll have people driving those to help get them to the sites. Okay.
I attended the first one, it's incredible, really neat, now to recognize, veterans, as a part of it, it's special. Thanks, Al, for all your work there.
You brought that up about time, because not everybody can be there 2.5 hours, but they realize it's 45 minutes or an hour.
Yeah, depending on, I mean, the actors will stay in character, and then there's guys that take you, and it depends on how many people are in, and what, if it's elder to converting on. I mean, it takes a little while. We don't want to cram everybody. Yeah, but I'm gonna say probably 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Al. Anybody else? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So second. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. We're adjourned. Have a great day, beautiful day, and wonderful weekend. Thank you. Thanks, Larry.
No big, and we don't make it like, you make it difficult, this is